Well, I'm back here again with Jeanelle Wiley. What do we call you in the books?
Margaret Baker.
Okay. And just want to have another interview with you. The people seemed to like that one last week, so we just thought we'd bring you back.
Okay.
And in talking about the Margaret Baker stories, did I write a new Margaret Baker story?
Yes.
And have you read it?
No, because I got mixed up about the computer business.
But it was a good one. It's called Margaret Baker. The day Margaret Baker was supposed to lead the presbytery. Is that right?
That has to be interesting.
Okay. And so you can't say, but that'll be another story. And we're actually putting out 5 new ones, including, 5 stories, including 2 new ones to make 5. And there was also one about Donna Gets a Ticket. Do you know that one?
Oh, yes, I know that one.
Is that one based in real life?
That one is based in real life, yes.
Okay. But all the little humor it's kind of one of those things that it's based in reality, but it's somewhat fake.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, Margaret...
Because you just take the truth and give it a little twist.
And stretch it out a little bit.
And stretch it out a little bit. That's right.
Now, was there anything that we started talking about last night about your exercise or attempting to exercise and ride a bike?
Yes, we did.
Okay, now what was that?
Well, a few years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, I decided that I wanted to have some more exercise, and so I decided I would start bike riding. So I got a bike, and from my house, I can go down and I have to cross a main highway and then go down a flat road and have a nice bike ride. But when I crossed the main road, I never would try to ride across there. So I would get off and push it across. Okay, so it was just the first time, and I was coming back from my ride, and I got off and walked it across the street, and I got on the bike, and it just went clunk right over on the ground. And I thought to myself, wonder who saw that. And, you look all around to see who's looking. But anyway, I decided no more bike riding. I'd have to find some other way to exercise.
So your bike riding career ended after how many bicycle rides?
1.
And you also, in the same conversation, said that your roller skating career ended around the same time, but you were actually saying when I was old, meaning when you were 40.
That's right.
Okay, so that was not at the same time.
No, it was not at the same time. It was before.
Long before, meaning when I was a kid.
That's right,
Okay.
because I loved roller skating. When I was young, we would go roller skating at the beach, and we'd go roller skating.
At the beach?
Yes, at the beach.
Or
They had a
not on the beach?
No, they had a
That would be
huge
hard.
roller rink at the beach, and that went out into the ocean, a big place to roller skate. And I love roller skating. And then in those days, we just had a tent that would come to town periodically and have roller skating for a while. So I loved roller skating. But then after y'all got to where you could roller skate, I went roller skating with you a few times. And then one day I was just roller skating, and there I'm on the floor, and I didn't even realize I was falling. And so I said, now my roller skating days are over.
And now your bicycling days
And now
are over.
my bicycle.
Now, what is your hope for the next thing that you are hoping to do exercise-wise?
Well, I read about this lady who, when she was 77 or 78 maybe, she decided to start running. And she did. And now she's 86, and she wins races for her age. And so that's my next goal.
Okay. You haven't started that one yet, but we can
No,
expect
I'm not
that.
quite old enough. I'm only 77, so I've got another year.
Okay. So you're waiting until you're 78.
That's right.
Because that's when you should start your running
That's
career.
right, my running
Okay.
career.
Now, before we go, there's a little part of my childhood that still hurts me. And that was a point that it was 1986, and I was 13, 14, and there was a night we were in Georgia with my cousin Jennifer, who's one of my good friends, and I had the opportunity to go see Liz Newton and Jennifer and go have a nice night out at the movies. And what did you say to that?
Absolutely not.
Why was that would I have something else to do?
No, you didn't have
Okay.
anything else to do.
Right. Why did you say absolutely not?
Because you were like 14 and they were old enough to drive to go to the movies. And it came into my mind, I bet he asked them if he could go to the movies with them. And so that did not sit well with me. So I said, absolutely not.
Okay. Now, in kind of going with this and me having a perfectly reasonable question and having no reason for it to be not granted, did we find out later on that I had been asked to the movies by them?
Yeah, several years later.
Okay. I couldn't even bring it up until that point.
That's right.
But essentially, think of how different my life could have been if I would have been allowed to go on that trip.
I don't think that
Is
would have
this-
changed
do
your
you-
life very
do you
much.
do you feel very sad about this? Is this something
Really, I
that-
don't. I just think you better get over it.
Well, since that was 31 years ago. maybe
It's
that's-
time for you to get over it.
Okay. All right. Well, now, where do they go if they want a free Margaret Baker book?
DaleWiley.com.
Come. Okay. Now, they could go on Amazon, but we're actually going to be selling the one that has the 5 stories. So if they want the free one, they need to get on there now and get that.
Okay.
But then the 5, we're going to have that back by Christmas and going to sell some wholesome, fun stories to people.
That is wonderful. I'm so thankful that you decided to do that.
All right. Thank you.